are joining us now. What a lovely, lovely film you've
Extraordinary
made.
film.
It's about love, life, family, the messy bits, the good bits, the humorous bit. I sat there on my own watching it, which doesn't happen very often, to be honest. And I just sat there slowly weeping, but enjoying every single moment and actually getting some form of, I don't know, it was just like emotional reassurance from it at the same time. It was beautiful.
Oh, that's really lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we have found that quite a few people seem to be saying that they're finding it cathartic and uplifting and very funny, because it's got lots of humour in it as well, which I think is really important, especially when you're making a story about family who are going through something challenging. You know, you've got to have that brevity as well.
There's an extraordinary relationship between all of the family within the film. And just describe a little bit, Kate, about Goodbye June, what the essence of the story is.
So Goodbye June is a story about a family who are a messy group of complex individuals, slightly misfiring in terms of communication, and suddenly they are all thrown together close to Christmas to deal with the impending loss of the mother, their matriarch, played by Helen Mirren, who plays the title role of June, and Tim Spall plays Bernie, their father. And yeah, it was a very wonderful experience making this film, and we were all sort of thrown together. We only had 7 weeks to shoot it in, which was pretty intense. First-time writer, me being a first-time director, and the support of this incredible cast. And we really did all become like a family. None of us wanted it to end. It was amazing.
It feels like family watching it.
It really does, yeah.
You're going to watch and you're going to think, oh, it's like me and my brother.
Yeah.
That's like me and my sister. That's like my mum and my dad, or whatever it is. Timothy, I wonder what it was like from your perspective, because Kate's directed this. We'll come on to that in a moment. But when you saw this script, you know, what you made of Bernie and the whole thing.
Well, when I first read it, Kate told me, I did a Zoom with her, I hadn't seen her for ages, I did a Zoom with her, and she said, you know, I've got this thing, I want you to read it. She told me a little bit about it, and I said I was doing a TV series. I said, I haven't got time really at the moment, but I will read it because I love you, you're brilliant. And then I read it the following day, didn't I? And then I said I could be a couple of weeks, and I just texted her and said, I'm going to do it.
I mean,
oh my God.
And the script was so brilliant, and what she told me about it. And, I mean, I worked with Kate when she was 20, and when she walked in the room, right, and she was open, warm, funny, self-effacing, brilliant and intelligent, I thought, I'm going to keep an eye on this girl. And she did really, really well. And not only is she still that, she's really brilliant. And I can tell you she's one of the best directors I've ever worked with in my life.
This is her first ever go at it.
Yeah.
You would never believe it. She is
Let's just have a snuggle up.
absolutely sensational, because she's got all of this experience, all of this brilliance as an actor, and she's paid attention all her life. And I tell you, this thing that we got together as a group of actors, I don't want to make it sound like the Partridge Family or anything like that. I mean, it was a bit grubbier than that, but it was kind of. And it came out of her amazing ability to get everything in the right place, get the people she wanted. And this group of people could have gone either way. There's some pretty heavyweight people in it. But we all just hit it straight off, and it emanated from this individual here, this brilliant person who is not only one of the great actresses of her generation, is now considered a great director as well.
It's an incredible watch. It's a tough watch at times, but and that pours out the screen, doesn't it? I think when you're watching all of those things.
And also just knowing the background of it and knowing it was your boy who wrote it as well.
Yeah,
you
it's
must
written by my son.
So proud.
I mean, I'm out of control with pride. I don't know what to do with myself. And Joe himself, he's so funny. You know, he's learning how to, like, walk a red carpet, do these interviews, and he's turning to me and saying, what's happening? How have we done? How have we done any? What is it? He just can't believe any of it happened, because he got a place on a screenwriting course and he was brave enough to apply. You know, I think that generation who didn't do their GCSEs because of COVID, just self-confidence really took a knock, and actually having the courage even to apply for this course was a big deal for him. He got a place and had to write a script while he was there, and this is what he wrote. And he came to me afterwards and he was like, you know, I've written this thing, it's probably not very good. You know, maybe you could just read it and just, I don't know. And I read it and was like, well, you're a writer then, so we're going to make that into a film. And he was very kind of like, what are you talking about? It's not supposed to be that. I'm just trying to learn how to do it, Mum. Don't do that. Don't do that thing. It was very funny. And yeah, we did it. I mean, it's amazing,
and when people see it, you'll realise that this is not an accident. This is not some fake because of their association. each character is written so beautifully, so intricately, and generationally. You think this is actually a bit of genius on the go here, because these characters, I'm playing a man in his late 70s. He's written absolutely specifically and wittily and funnily and dangerously, painfully for each of these characters. It's an astounding, it's an astounding debut. Astounding debut as a director, astounding debut as a writer.
What you've also done, of course, Kate, is you have created another Christmas film, because it's run up to Christmas, to rival the Christmas film that starts Christmas for so many people around the country, of course, which is The Holiday. I wonder how you reflect on that film and the fact that it still resonates for so many people.
Well, I think the fact that it resonates is you know, that's the special thing about films, isn't it? Sometimes they leave their mark on people, and what's been lovely, actually, is that I've discovered that mothers and daughters, in particular, it seems, have a little Christmas ritual where they get together, and that's their thing. They send the boys out to the pub and they order a takeaway and get a box of chocolates, and they watch The Holiday together. And that's really beautiful, very, very special to have been able to give people that.
Jude recently came out and said that the cottage wasn't real. Nancy Myers couldn't find the perfect cottage.
I've actually been telling that story for years.
Have you?
Yeah, I let that one slip a long time ago.
So what was
not
it?
real.
Was it
not real. The exterior of Iris's cottage was just a facade. It was just a shell. So I'd walk in the front door and I would then just be standing on gravel and bits of old chewing gum and whatever was behind the fake door. And then the interior was studio in Los Angeles.
Sorry to break your heart, the TARDIS isn't that big.
Oh, no.
La 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 la.
It's quite bonkers, the sort of the smoke and mirrors of it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's amazing.
You wouldn't believe it.
No.
I mean, there's a bit in the I'm probably really going over time here, but in Avatar, the second one, there's a bit where my character Ronal is grieving the loss of her spirit sister, who is a mother Tolkien.
Yes.
Okay. The way that scene plays in the finished movie is extraordinary and very emotional, involving multiple characters. I was in a swimming pool with a wetsuit on, covered in dots, OK? I had to climb up onto this sort of very uncomfortable... It was like a metal grate, with a metal grate mounted in front of me. And you know those foam swimming pool noodles?
Yeah.
So they just bent one of those into the shape of an eye, zip-tied it to this thing. That was the Tolkien.
And didn't you have to hold your breath for 7 minutes and 15
Yes, I did,
seconds?
Kat, yeah.
I mean, we've had Steve Backshall on this couch, free diving with whales, and I think he was up there. That's amazing.
Well, I was trained to do it. Do not try that at home. I was very much trained to do that.
Beat Tom Cruise's world record, by the way.
So I hear.
Yes.
See you
So I
later,
hear.
Cruise. Get to the back of the queue.
What's he got on you? Mission not impossible.
Many things. I mean, it's extraordinary, actually, the things he can do. He can fly planes. He does all his own stunts. I mean, it is very impressive.
But you know what you've done? You have created a really extraordinary film.
Thank you very
We
much.
both loved it.
Oh, well, it means a lot to us, and we're very proud of it.
That is not lost on me either. I mean, that is lovely to hear.
Yeah. Thank you both for coming in.
Have a Guinness and some scratchings.
Oh,
to
In
celebrate.
a past life.
and the karaoke as well.
Oh,
It's
so
heart- I know,
good.
it's wonderful.
Magic.
It's
Thank you
heartbreaking.
for coming in.
Thank you.
Goodbye June is out now.
Thank
on
you for
Netflix.
visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.